Purnamaste, namaste, everybody welcome. Birds are chirping. You know, they are just being as they feel. All the animals are being as they feel and never mind analyzing them, judging them if they are good enough, if they are beautiful, if they have too much kg, if they are good enough, if they are normal. They are just being as they feel. All animals, with no judgment of their self, no guilt, no fear, no ego. And out of this, they don't judge others and try to change others, control others. They are being as they feel, and they let others be as they feel. And never mind, you know, mind always wants to control you, analyze you if you're good enough, if you did good, blames you for how you feel, you are guilty, afraid of you, afraid of yourself, of how you feel. You always go against yourself, do what is right, do what is normal, do what is good. But you see, animals, they create heaven on earth, harmony, balance, order that lasts for millions and millions years. They sustain it and create it, not by controlling their self and others and Mother Nature, but being as they feel in their beings. This Mother Nature feels, this source feels, this life feels. And they move in that direction, never against it. Never they judge themselves and blame themselves for how they feel and judge themselves according to programs, what is good and what is bad in their mind. They all are just being as they feel, letting others be. There is darkness and light. They kill if they are hungry. And even the darkness that is in nature, the killing, takes care for order, balance and harmony. And every animal is just being as that animal feels. Doesn't judge herself, blame herself, doesn't ask herself if they're good enough, what others think, doesn't want to change self. So also it doesn't, and animals don't judge others, animals don't blame others, animals don't try to control and change others, they don't condemn others, they don't oppose others. Yes, they do for food, but if you look in the tribe of wolves and in the tribe of cats, cat is being as cat feels. And if you or another cat want to pet her and cat doesn't feel like it, if cat feels, it will give you love, true love, cuddling, purring. But if cat doesn't feel, it will say no. And then you better stop, because if you don't stop, cat will smack you. Because cats are being as they feel. And if you see how cats live, they let each other be. And if sometimes they play and go too far, they smack each other, and they understand that they need to stop. They respect free will and energy of others. They are being as they feel. They don't judge themselves. Try to be better, try to be good, try to be normal. They don't blame themselves. They don't hate themselves, that they are fat, that they are skinny, that they are ugly. And also they don't tell to each other, oh, look at that cat, how ugly she is, how fat she is, look at her. Because they love themselves. They are not judging themselves. So they are being as they feel, and they let others be. And you see tribe of animals, they live in peace, in harmony, in balance, in order, Because no one is commanding anyone, no one is controlling anyone, no one is trying to change anyone, no one is deceiving anyone. Every animal is being as that animal feels. And if animals doesn't feel to do for you something, it doesn't do. It doesn't do what she doesn't feel out of guilt and suffers. It always gives you true and sincere love, like children. That's why we have to become children again. And those who are living one with nature and their nature, their self, they are children again. They are being as they feel, sincere and honest to their self, giving sincere love, sincere their self, sincere joy, what they love, and saying no. Like children scream. Children scream when you do or want something from them that doesn't feel right to them. They give you the purest love. They turn your hell into heaven. You are laughing, the time stops, you are in a moment, you become younger. But when they do not feel like playing, children, they don't play. When they do not feel like being cuddled or that you mess with them, they start screaming. And if you want them to go somewhere they don't want to go, they start screaming. They are never lying and deceiving you like animals not. They are not suffering for you out of guilt and pretending that they love it. So you may say, but we cannot be as we feel just so simply. What kind of hell we will create? First of all, like children, we are to be sincere to each other about how we feel. We are to be as we feel, and we will feel. And we will be sincere to others. We will not pretend to be and do something that is not me, that doesn't feel right to me, just so that you are happy and suffering for you, pretending that I love it. And I'm deceiving you, I'm lying to you. I'm pretending I'm giving you love, I love it, but I'm suffering and doing it out of guilt. And then I give you guilt and suffering, and then if I'm giving you love, then I love you. I do it out of love, I'm giving you love. But if I'm doing it out of guilt, force, suffering for you, then I'm giving guilt and I receive guilt. I blame you. I resent you. I don't like you anymore. What I'm doing, I have to do all this shit for him because you never told him no. You're pretending. You have to people please. You have to please everyone. You have to be nice. You have to do what you hate for them. But then you hate them because you're doing what you hate for them. You understand this? And then becomes you hate them, you blame them, you resent them, you revenge them. Bad karma follows, conflict, because you are not giving them love, but guilt and suffering, and then suffering and hate and blame follows. That's why you love children so much, because children are giving you sincere, true love. They feel love. Like I always say, words mean nothing. I may feel I hate you, I want to kill you, but I'm saying I love you, you're so beautiful. But if you feel, you will feel that I feel like this. I'm not feeling like this, but I'm giving you example. So the children will also come to you and will curse you, will tell you, you fuck, you shit, you motherfucker, and like this, you know. But in their heart will be pure fun, pure comedy, pure love with no respect, no boundaries, freedom, love. And they are cursing at you and you love it because what is there in their heart, what is in their words, in their ugly words, is their pure heart. in their ugly words. Through the bad mouth, through ugly mouth, pure heart comes, packed in words. How beautiful it is, huh? And then if we are being as we feel, if some say we cannot be as we feel, what will be? We will all do what we like. Yes, because listen, you will do what you feel, what feels right to your soul. And in feeling yourself, you understand you have to be yourself. No one can change you. This is your truth on your level, from your point of perception, your unique and authentic truth, and you have to live it, you have to be it, you cannot be no other. And then you also understand you cannot change no other, and that everyone must be free to be as they feel, from their unique point of perception, their level of consciousness, their unique point of awareness, their unique dimension, their unique divine nature, new divine consciousness, divine realization, experience of the truth. When you're being as you feel, you understand. You no more think, you feel, and when you feel how others feel, because I am you, and you care how others feel, because you want to be free, to be different from your unique point of perception, of being, of experience. You want to be yourself, and you know that you have to be yourself, free to be as you feel, and you give to others freedom as you give to yourself to be as they feel, different than you, and free to be the different than you, just as you like to be free and different. We all are different. We all are unique. And because we say no to what doesn't feel right to us, to others, first of all, we learn who truly loves us, because they care how we feel, they respect it, they accept it, they don't want us to suffer for them, out of guilt do what they want, so they get what they want, only our energy, what they want, regardless if we suffer, regardless how we feel. You see people who cannot accept it, your no, they don't love you, they just want to control you, they want to get your energy, and if they can, they will blame you, that you will suffer, and blame yourself and suffer for them, do what doesn't feel right to you, so they can get what they want. You learn who they are, and you learn who are the people who truly love you, because they respect you, they care how you feel, they don't want you to suffer for them, give to them, do for them what you don't like out of guilt. They want you to give them true love. They want to receive true love from you. And they love you. And there's no suffering for others, no guilt, no blame, no hate, no revenge, resentfulness, revenge, no conflict, nothing. Everyone is being free as they feel. That's why, Confucius said, Lao Tzu asked Confucius, Lao Tzu, the Zen master, asked Confucius, what is the meaning of life? And Confucius said, to go against yourself and do good for others always. Always do good, even if you don't like. And Lao Tzu, the Zen master, said, what is this, some nonsense? What is this, some nonsense? What is this? You will suffer for them, do what you don't want out of guilt, and you will end up blaming them, hating them, in conflict. And you will create the world of opposition. He told him, look at the trees, look at the birds, look at the deer. They are just being as they feel. Tree doesn't want to be a deer. Birds are just singing. They don't want to be trees. They are just being as they feel. Look at the nature, how beautiful, wonderful, heavenly it is. Just be like this. Yes, because you blame yourself out of guilt. You have to do good for others. You have to do when you don't have time, when you don't have money, when you don't have energy, when you really don't want, for people who you don't want. But you have to be good because you blame yourself. Then out of guilt you do these things. Then you end up blaming them, hating them, those people, those institutions, and then you end up dedicating your life hating them and blaming them and in conflict with them. But if you are just being like this, like birds, birds are not trying to run on the eat grass here on the field. Bird is not trying to be a deer, and he's not judging a deer for being a deer that he cannot fly. Just flying there and chirping and eating seeds and bugs. And deer is there eating grass and not going against their self-suffering so they can be good and do good and blame themselves. They're just being as they feel. And look, they create harmony, balance, heaven on earth, order, heaven on earth that lasts for million years. And human, because it has to be good, it has to do good, it has to improve the nature, control the nature, it has to improve and heal themselves, it has to be good and do good. In just 100 years, destroyed all the balance, all harmony and everything good in human mind and human society. Because out of guilt, we have to do what they say is right, what they say is good. So we blame ourselves and go against ourselves. Judge ourselves how we feel, what we want to do and what we're doing according to programs of the matrix, laws of this world, of the religion in this world, and politics, and sociology that blame us for who we are, for how we feel, afraid of us, and programming us into programs of separation from self, opposition from self. So out of guilt and fear, we would blame ourselves for who we are, for how we feel, human nature, God nature, divine nature, and do what they program in the mind. And you see the hell humanity lives in. And then you go in nature and animals live in heaven. Because human is always judging himself, blaming himself, try to be better, do what doesn't feel right because he has to be good, he has to do good, and then he starts hating life, hating himself, hating others, and creating world of hate. Creating world of hate that is in his mind. He is not how he feels, but how he is programmed in the mind. And then he sees his mind everywhere and hates everything, blames everything, judges everything, and then creates the hate of blame, opposition, judgment, hate. fear, because he's not being as he feels. He blames himself for how he feels, and he's being as the book says. But animals, if you go in Mother Nature, they are being as they feel. They don't know they are precious. They are being the preciousness. They don't have ego to feel I am the best, I am precious, I am beautiful, to judge themselves, to have themselves under control. Separation from us thinking it is you. Knife that wants to cut itself. Eye that wants to see itself. I am the I. How can I know myself that I am beautiful? How can I know myself? How can I see myself? I am an I. I can only see. And I can see everything around me. Just the I that I am not. That I am. Just the I that I am. I cannot see. I don't know myself. I cannot see myself. I see. I am the I. I don't know the I that I am. Myself. But I experience, I feel, I'm being myself, experiencing myself, feeling myself, expressing myself. But I don't know myself. Some animals don't know themselves. This is who I am, this is mine. If this is mine, this is not yours, so I kill you. And they are just being in Mother Nature. Mother Nature doesn't belong to them, they belong to Mother Nature. They give life to Mother Nature and live for Mother Nature in Mother Nature, and Mother Nature sustains them. And in just being themselves and letting others be as they feel, not trying to be like others, not judging and trying to change others, they are creating for millions and millions of years heaven on earth. And just in being how they feel and in letting others be, how wonderful and how beautiful it is, huh? So that's why Lao Tzu said, just be like this. You will not try, you will not suffer for others, then you will not do it out of guilt, you will not hate them, you will not blame them, you will not resent them, you will not be with conflict and opposition and control with them. You will not try to, then you will not try to change them then and convert them and judge them that they do bad, that they are not good because you are judging yourself. You have to be good and do good against how you feel. When you suffer for others, then you blame others, you are in conflict with them. You go against how you feel. And then because you blame yourself, you hate yourself, then you also blame and judge others. And because you are going against how you feel, always against yourself, you always try to change others, how they feel, who they are, according to what is good, what is right to your belief system, to your program in the mind. And we create world of suffering, world of deception, lies, control, force, manipulation, hate, blame, opposition, conflict, slavery, exploitation. But animals are just being as they feel, sincere. If something doesn't feel right to them, they say no to each other. They don't suffer for each other. They don't end up blaming each other and hating each other, in conflict with each other. They don't pretend to each other. There's no bad karma that follows. They don't try to control and change each other because they are not trying to control changing themselves. They are not blaming themselves. They are not good enough. They are being as they feel. They care to be as they feel and never mind trying to change them, control them. And they let others be. They respect their own energy as the energy of others. And they live in peace, harmony, balance, heaven and earth. Like tribe of cats, tribe of wolves, tribe of lions, there is peace. There is no betrayal, no deception, no cheating, no killing each other out of greed. Like this. You know, when you're being as you feel, you dare to be as you feel, you know. Then you really feel. You really feel. You're being yourself in the direction of your soul, your unique manifestation of God, your soul. You follow how you feel, your soul from your unique point of perception, your dimension of perception, of being, your divine consciousness, unique and authentic, your unique and authentic nature from unique and authentic perception, point of perception and awareness. And then you start feeling, not thinking against how you feel. And then you feel everything. And then you feel energies, you experience energies, you know what is happening in the world, you know the future, you feel what people are thinking, what people are truly feeling, you experience it. No one can fool you. You feel everything. Like animals, they are not talking to each other. They are feeling. And they experience the feelings of each other, not read with their mind. They feel and experience, they exchange feelings, intentions. And they know, they are not reading it with their minds, but they feel how I feel how you feel. And I feel we let us go left. And we go left. I feel there is danger coming. You feel what I feel, we run. And they just read, feel energies. It's sense, like we smell, like we see fire. So also animals trust the feeling. They feel danger. Deer feels the wolf. Deer is not questioning himself in the mind. Deer runs. Like we trust if we see fire in front of us, the sense, the sixth sense, animals trust. The energy, they feel the energy, they know energy is the only one reality and never lies, and they trust what they see, they trust what they feel. But in this world, they only teach us to trust what we see and what we think, so they can program our mind, but neglect what we feel. And that's the highest truth, because we feel the energy. And we can experience and feel everything. And that's fifth dimension, feeling. Being as you feel. Following you. And reading, experiencing, feeling the energy, not thinking about words in the mind, but feeling the energy, communicating with energy. I feel and experience the truth that I'm telling you, and I don't have to tell you. I feel it, and you feel it and experience it, and you get it, you experience it, you get it, you experience it in your being. That's how highest beings in fifth dimension communicate with each other. And there's no confusion, because exactly what I'm experiencing, feeling within myself, you feel and experience. There's no confusion. There's no mind translating the words that I'm speaking. I'm experiencing the truth from my point of perception. I'm speaking it with words. You listen to the words. and then you maybe try to translate it and understand it according to your point of perception or your mind. And then you get what is in your mind, what is in your being already. You translated the words that I'm speaking according to your point of perception, your nature, your mind, your consciousness, your dimension, your point of awareness. So I am experiencing my truth, speaking my truth, but you are listening and you translated it according to what is within you. But higher beings and animals, higher beings feel. And exactly what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm experiencing in a microsecond and trying to speak 1 hour here, I feel it, experience it, you feel it, experience it from me, and you get it in 1 second, 1 millisecond. They cannot lie to each other because, like you see through glass, they feel each other. What I'm feeling and thinking, experiencing within myself, I'm transparent. You feel it. You see it. They see it. They feel it. They experience it. No one can hide anything from them. That's why to get that really clairsentient power, to feel everything, what people are thinking, what they are feeling inside, so no one can lie to you, no one can deceive you. They can speak of heaven on earth and love, but you will feel hell and darkness in their heart. It's very simple. It's very simple to get it. All we have to do is be as we feel, follow our soul, our being, and never mind blaming us for how we feel, judging us for how we feel, to go against and really feeling deeply everything and trusting what we feel. So we train the feeling, because then we get confirmations that what we felt were true, and then we trust more, and then we really get the sense of feeling so powerful that it becomes our primal sense. And we just know it because we feel it. We feel the energy, and no one can convince us, change us, because like I see the tree in front of me, I know it is real. I feel the energy of someone or something, and if I know what it is, I know what it is. I feel it, I experience it. It's no one can tell me that it is not so, convince me, because through my life in early years I was feeling something and I didn't follow it, and then what I felt happened and I got fucked, and that happened many times, and then I trusted to follow what I feel, and I walked away from people and things that didn't feel right, and then the shit happened, and then I understood I felt right, and then it became the sense, and now I just read the comments. People tell me 1, 2, 3 words, I feel everything, and I see them, I know them. And whatever somebody can tell me, more they tell me, more they show me of things that they don't want me to see. How they manipulate, gaslight, blame people for what they do to them, and like this, they just give me confirmations. Then you really, no one can lie to you, no one can deceive you, exploit you, use you, because you feel the true energy. But in fifth dimension, there's no deception, there's no exploitation, there's no control, there's no manipulation, there's no gaslighting, no abuse. No attachments, no suffering for others, no trying to control others to get what they want from us, then blame them and hate them. for not getting what they want from us. Because if we want to ascend into fifth dimensions, so we really get the sense of feeling clearly, we have to be as we feel, and we have to let others be. Different. We have to be sincere and truthful to others, not lying to others and deceiving them so we will get something from them, to exploit them, betray them, use them, not suffering for them, doing what we hate out of guilt, out of fear, or out of some selfish benefit. And then to please them in this world or to get something from them, then we will end up blaming them, hating them, taking revenge in conflict, but being truthful and sincere to ourselves and to others, and not trying to control and change others, oppose others, exploit, use others, force others, oppose others, destroy others, but letting others be free and different with no opposition. If they let me be different, they can be so different. I don't care how different they are. They leave me alone. Let them be free and different as they want to be, as I want to be free and different. And you can say, how, if we all being as we feel, we will destroy everything? No, because I will be free as I feel, and I am you. I let you be free as you feel. There's no control, no force, no judgment, no blame, no accusation, no punishment, no control, no slavery, no opposition, no violation, no conflict, no resentfulness, blames that comes suffering out of others, and then revenge. But everyone being free as they feel and letting others be free as they feel. And there's peace on earth. There's no opposition, no control, no hate, no blame, no conflict. Everyone being free as they feel, letting others be free as they feel. And when you really stop deceiving others, exploiting others, using others, lying to others, deceiving others, controlling others, forcing others, manipulating, exploiting others, opposing, trying to change others, attacking others, and you care how they feel, then you get that gift of third eye, sixth sense. You feel everything. You feel the energies. You see the story on the news. You feel and experience what is going on really behind the curtains. You see somebody trying to love you and pretending, saying how much they love you and how beautiful you are. But you feel the lie, the deception, and attempt to control, exploit you, destroy you. No one can lie to you. No one can manipulate you, gaslight you. You feel the truth, the energy, and you get this. If you are being as you feel and never mind trying to go against how you feel out of guilt, and you letting others be as they feel, different, so different that you don't understand, because you don't have to understand. You just have to love them and give them free will, freedom to be different. You don't have to understand them to control them. You just have to be free yourself, different, and let others be. No control, no deception, use, exploitation, no manipulation, no control, no force, no resistance, letting them be. No opposition, violation, trying to destroy them, but being as you feel and let others be as they feel. And then we get divine sense of feeling everything. Because we care how everybody feels. We don't try to change anyone. We don't want anyone to do something that doesn't feel right to them out of guilt. This is not them. It's going against themselves. We are being free. No one can control us and change us. We judge no one, control no one, attack no one, and we let others be. No one can attack us, blame us, judge us, control us, change us. We are being as we feel. We let others be different. And there's no control, no position, no guilt, no blame, no resentfulness, no hate, no revenge, no conflict. With heaven and earth, everyone being as they feel, letting others be as they feel, and feeling everyone and everything as they are, truthful and sincere. And when we will be as humanity on this level, being as we feel, letting others be, caring how they feel. If I love something and I want you to do it with me, but you hate it, I love you, I care how you feel. I don't care only for what I want, so you would suffer with me and for me, just for me to be happy and enjoy what feels right to me. I love you. I care for you. I don't want you to suffer and do what doesn't feel right to you just for me to be happy. I don't want you to do it. I will do it with somebody else. I let you be free as you feel. What feels the best for me may not be feel right to you. And I do it with those who it feels right. There's no suffering for others, no guilt, no blame, no resentfulness, no revenge, no conflict. Peace on earth, everyone being free as they feel, letting others be free. And everyone. And then we ascend to fifth dimension. We don't oppose others, we don't control others, we don't blame and judge others, we don't exploit others. And to be in fifth dimension, you know that the other one is you. You don't do to another what you don't want to be done upon yourself, what doesn't feel right to them, even if it feels the best to you, because you don't want others to do to you what you don't want to be done upon yourself, what doesn't feel right to you, even if they love it and it's the best for you. If you don't love it, it's not for you. And you love yourself like others, you'll love others like yourself. And then it's really beautiful, you know. Then it's really, really beautiful. There's no conflict, no control, no opposition, no resentfulness and blame, no hate, no conflict. Peace on earth, heaven on earth. But we have to be free as we feel and never mind out of guilt and fear and greed and selfishness for some benefit to go against how we feel. And we have to care how others feel. Never forcing, resisting, opposing, controlling when somebody doesn't feel to give us something, to do something for us, to change for us. Then we really care how others feel. And we are not blaming, judging, accusing, opposing anyone, trying to change anyone, and not deceiving, exploiting, using, manipulating anyone, not controlling anyone. We are being free as we feel, and I am you. I let you be free as you feel, but you are different. I am you from your unique point of perception and experience. And what may feel right to you is not right for you because you are different, the divine nature. different experience. And we are being free, we let others be free. But we have to love others as we love ourselves. No control, no opposition, no judgment, no blame, no hate. We have to respect energy of others and let them be as they feel with no resistance. If they say no, we respect immediately because we care how they feel. We respect their energy. It's not who they are. We want them to go against ourselves, to do for us what doesn't feel right to them out of guilt. No. We love them. You love them. You don't want separation from self, opposition to self. They go against their self. You want them to give you and do for you, do with you what they love. You love them. You want them to be happy. Not guilt, suffering, doing something what they don't like. And you love yourself. No one can control you, change you, force you to do something what you hate out of guilt so they can get what they want. You don't blame yourself. You are not afraid of yourself. You don't want others to suffer and do what doesn't feel right to them for you because you love them. You want them to give you love, what feels right. And you don't do for others what doesn't feel right to you, what you hate out of guilt. You love yourself as you love others. And others are not controlling you, changing you, opposing you, forcing you, that you suffer for them in doing and being what you're not. So you are not forcing, controlling, blaming, accusing, judging, trying to change others. You love yourself as you love others. And it's a beautiful world, huh? We are not lying and deceiving each other. Trying to be who we are not. Controlling ourselves, changing ourselves to go against ourselves out of guilt and fear, to be good and then suffer and do what we hate for you. So then, I'm not trying to change you, judge you, blame you, accuse you, condemn you for who you are, for what you're doing, trying to change you, control you, to be and do something else, trying to exploit you, force you, oppose you, violate you, because I'm being myself with no guilt and fear, and no one can change me, make me do and be what doesn't feel right to me, so they can be happy. So I let others be free and happy, themselves. And they say no to me, I respect, because I respect my unique, authentic energy as yours. So when you say no to me and I'm in your energy, I want something from you, or I'm in your personal energy like you are on my page now, if you say no to me, I respect, because I care for who you are, how you feel, and what doesn't feel right to you is not you. And I want you to be yourself. I want you from you. So I respect when you say no to me. Otherwise, I don't love you. I only want something from you, and I love the idea of you that exists only in my mind, that has nothing to do with you, but everything with me, to please me, to serve me. And I don't care how you feel, for who you are. I only care for the illusion that serves me in my mind and gives me what I want. I don't care how you feel. I care only for myself. that I'm happy. And if you suffer that I'm happy, you are very good, oh, he's so good, he's suffering for me. I don't care how you feel. If you suffer for me to be happy, it's okay. You suffer, you care how I feel, you want me to be happy, and you suffer because you want to be good, you want to be loved. But on this side, I don't care that you suffer for me. I only care that I'm happy, that you do what makes me happy for me, even if you suffer. So you see, then you love me, I don't love you. So where we care how each other feel, how we feel, we are not doing for others what doesn't feel right to us. We say no, because it is not us, someone else who is in such point of perception and being. They will love to do this with you. And we are not trying to change others, control others, judge others, blame others, and force and control them to be and do what doesn't feel right to them. We love them as we love ourselves. We are blaming, forcing, opposing ourselves, then we blame, control, force, oppose others. But if we love ourselves with no guilt, no fear, we are being ourselves, we never go against how we feel, then we love others. We let them be free and different as they feel to be, and we don't want to change them. We don't want them to do and be for us what doesn't feel right to them. There's no opposition, no control, no guilt, no blame, no suffering, no resentfulness, no revenge, no conflict, but heaven on earth. So we can ascend to fifth dimensions when we are being as we feel, never mind hating us, blaming us for how we feel, according to programs in the mind, and we let others be free as they feel, with no control, no judgment, no blame, no control, no opposition, no force, no resistance. So yes, we cannot just be as we feel. Yes, we can. Because all conflict, drama, hate, slavery, control, everything comes. Everything. Everything comes out of going against yourself. Everything. You have to be good. You have to be like this. Like the book says. And then we are trying to be different, do good, but against how it feels to us, out of guilt. Then we blame others, we judge others, then we try to change and control others, we oppose others, we fight with others, then they fight with us, they want to control us, and there's slavery, control, conflict, blame. We resent each other for controlling and opposing, violating each other, and we fight each other. And then we resent each other because we were fighting each other, and we take revenge, and it never ends. Everything comes out of going against how you feel, and then judging others for how they feel, blaming, and controlling them to change and opposing how they feel and controlling them. Then comes blame, resentfulness, suffering, hate, revenge, conflict, wars, and karma that then comes back again. They beaten them and killed them, and then they return it to them, and it never ends. So yes, all the evil in the world is coming from not going against, not being as you feel, like animals and angels are and children. Going against you feel, and then also controlling others to go against how they feel and blaming them for how they feel, like you blame themselves. And then all the control, all slavery, all conflict comes out of this, all wars. So yes, when we are being as we feel, we let others be free as they feel, we care for how we feel, and we are being as we feel. We don't have time for others to judge them, how they feel and what they do, and blame them and change them, and we let others be as they feel. And everyone is happy being free as they feel themselves, letting others be. There's no control, no blame, no judgment, no opposition, no control, no resentfulness, no blame, no conflict, but peace on earth, everybody loving to be who they are as they feel, and respecting, honoring, letting others be as they feel. There's peace on earth. So let us learn from animals, and then we will become truly human. Animals don't have free will and separate identity, but we have free will and separate identity. And in going against ourselves and others, opposing, controlling, we are learning about the light through darkness. Through opposition, we learn about freedom. Through control, we learn about freedom. Through hate and opposition and violation, we learning through love, about love. Through wars, we learning about peace. Through slavery and control, we learn about freedom. And we are learning that what we are doing to others, we're doing to ourselves. And then we will master the ego that goes against our nature and human nature and controls and opposes natures of others and ourselves. And our ego will not be against us and against nature and others, but in the direction, our identity and free will, in direction of Mother Nature, life, respecting life as life feels, letting life be and being as you feel. Then we will be like gods, angels on earth. But this is topic for another video. But yes, animals don't have free will and separate identity, ego. So they are creating for millions of years nothing new, always same, according to program, the divine program. They don't have free will, they are just following the will of God, will of nature. But we have free will and ego. And now we are controlling, opposing, trying to rule over and commanding over ourselves and others and nature. Learning through that ego, through darkness, through control, opposition, violation, deception, manipulation. We are learning about sincerity, truthfulness, peace, respect, love. But this is topic for another video. why we have ego in this dimension. Because just imagine when your free will and your ego identity will be in the direction of Mother Nature, God, life, never against it, against yourself, against Mother Nature, against life, then we will create something new. We don't know what we'll create out of our free will and our divine nature identity, separate. But whatever we will create in this world and do, it will be in alignment and in love, one with Mother Nature, one with life, one with God, never against life, against Mother Nature, against God. We will create new heaven and earth that no one knows how they will look, no one has seen, because we will create out of free will that is one with God, and out of separate identity that is united with everyone in united identity and consciousness, but as our separate, the unique and authentic nature wills to create according to our nature, according to our consciousness, unique and authentic. Now we are creating things against Mother Nature to control and destroy Mother Nature for selfish benefit, and control and destroy animals and humans for selfish benefit. But then we will create things to support, enhance Mother Nature, human being, and society, to receive, that will work in one direction with life, with flow of Mother Nature, with God, that will create heaven on earth. Sustain and create heaven on earth, not control and destroy. But we have to master our ego. Stop being the ego that has to control everything, our every feeling, everything what we see, our every thought, and control others, be authority and rule and command, but being as we feel life, and letting life be as it feels. Now I finish. Thank you. I go now home, and like I say, if everybody loves my work and you want to offer a donation, your heart is willing, you feel to give something, not that you have to out of guilt and like this, that's not love. But when it feels right to you to offer a donation out of love, I receive whatever anyone gives. It's never too much, it's never too little. But where that I am free and I want love, and who want to give out of love something to me, I'm so grateful. You are so welcome. I give you my word. Thank you. I love you. Be as you feel yourself, your divine nature, and let others be free as they feel in their divine nature. And let there be peace on earth. No control, no blame, no judgment, no force, no opposition, no violation, no conflict, no blame, no guilt, no hate. But I'm being loving as I feel, and you love to be as you feel, and we are free and in peace, in being as I feel and letting you be as you feel. I've been free to be myself, letting you to be free to be yourself. There's no control, no opposition. I am being free as I feel, indifferent, letting others be free as they feel. And no one is judging anyone, because we are letting everyone be. No one is blaming and accusing anyone. No one is trying to control, change, convert others, exploit, deceive others. No one is opposing, violating, trying to destroy others. For all the hell on earth, all conflict, all wars, all suffering comes out of this, out of opposition and control. Because we are not being as we feel, we suffer out of guilt for others, and then we don't let others be as they feel. And when we are being as we feel, we let others be. There's no control, no opposition, no conflict. So yes, we have to be as we feel. There's no other way. Not going against ourselves out of guilt, out of programs of the mind, and let others be as they feel, completely different. We don't have to understand. And we are in peace. Being as we feel, letting others be. Purnamaste.